episode, we're out and about for National Tater Day, and we get to interview a home, business, and pet insurance specialist. Yes, I said pet insurance. And see how to upload a YouTube video if you're thinking about starting your own channel.
What's up, Tejas? Today is National Tater Day, so we're here at the French Fry House in Houston to celebrate. Because they look so good. But anyway, I got some buffalo chicken fries and some HISD fries, which is basically chili and cheese and queso, so everything delicious. So we're gonna try both of them. Let's see how they are. So. Hold on, because that was chicken.
That was chicken?
Okay. If you like buffalo wings, definitely get these. So good. Let's see. Oh Lord. Oh my God. I don't even think they gave us a fork. Ah, it's hot. I can't do it. Okay. Yo. Oh my God, those are so good. Okay, I don't know what y'all are doing for National Tater Day, but definitely you should get some French fries covered in something from the French Fry House. But let us know what is your favorite mashed potato, or not mashed potato. Let us know what's your favorite tater dish. Bye. What's up, Tejas? I'm here with Eric Albora. He is a State Farm agent here in Houston, and he's here to tell us a little bit about what he does. So thanks for joining us today. We're actually in our office today, and you are our first official guest in our office. So,
oh, wow. I feel special. Thank you.
You should get like a prize or something.
Yeah, I should get a gift on the way out.
Yeah, you might. But I guess the first thing I want to know is, like, how did you get started in the insurance agent or industry, and how long have you been doing this?
Well, I got into the insurance industry back in 2012 after I graduated from Rutgers. I was actually a criminal justice major, just looking for a job. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and came across an ad to be a team member for a State Farm agent up there. And you know, he really sold me on the idea of one day owning my own office. So I went to go work for him, still wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do. And then, you know, seeing how he was able to help the community, also, you know, the growth potential financially and just personally and professionally, I decided to open up my own office. So in 2017, I moved from New Jersey down to Texas and opened my office here, and I've been a State Farm agent ever since.
So why did you decide to come from New Jersey to Texas?
That's a great question. So my wife and I, we wanted to start a family, and you know, we knew we didn't want to stay in New Jersey. It's a very expensive state, and we knew the cost of living was lower here. We also had some family, and the insurance market is very good in Texas. So that's where we picked up and went to Houston.
So this is kind of like a trick question, but
Okay.
do you like Houston better than New Jersey?
I do, actually. Yeah, there's many things I miss about New Jersey. The food, the Italian cuisine being one. I come from an Italian background. But I do like living in Houston a little better than I did living in New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not liking that humidity right now, though.
No. Well, I'd rather have that than six feet of snow.
Yeah. So, where exactly is your office located in Houston?
So I am in the Heights proper, Greater Heights area on Washington Avenue, just north of I-10.
Okay. And so, one of the things that I was thinking about was, you know, you think of insurance agencies, and there's a ton of them all over the state and the country. But do you have to go to a certain agency that's like around you, or can you like choose, like if I lived on the other side of Houston, could I get insurance from you too?
Yeah, typically, you know, in our world, you know, you could pretty much go to anybody in the state. So if there's somebody on the other side of town that you like working with, or maybe you know someone in a different city, you know, I think one of the things we pride ourselves at State Farm is having that local State Farm agent. God forbid something happened like with this freeze, you know, we were able to really, you know, as agents, when maybe a customer needed assistance with a claim, we were there to help them, you know, on the, you know, the local level. So I think that adds a lot of value to being with a local State Farm agent, but you do have the option to be with one that's outside of your area.
Yeah, and what would you say is the benefit to somebody who is looking for insurance and going, you know, one-on-one talking to you, or you know, if you have employees, which we can get to that in a second, but what's the benefit of talking personally to an agent versus going and calling like the 1-800 number or something and doing that way? Absolutely.
So a couple things that I feel, you know, that really makes it better to go see an agent rather than going to a 1-800 number is, you know, you know, we start to, you know, personally understand our customers, how they like to be serviced, right? How they want to communicate. You know, you know, over time we start to learn, after doing, you know, different reviews with them from the initial conversation over the course of their life, you know, changes that are happening, so we can, you know, navigate those changes and make adjustments to the plan based on those changes. I don't think you'll get that with a 1-800 number.
Right.
We kind of see ourselves as discussion partners, rather than just a, you know, I don't know what, I guess you'd call it like a robot on the other side of the phone, just taking your call. So we, you know, instead of being salespeople, we like to consider ourselves discussion partners, and, you know, listen to what you're telling me and then make recommendations based on that, logging that information. And, you know, there might not be a need now, but down the road, we'll better understand your situation to make those adjustments when the time comes.
Yeah, and I actually have a really great relationship with my insurance person, and I love that I can just pick up the phone or send a text, or even on Facebook, we're friends on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, I have a question, and he's always willing to help, so I think that that's a great benefit.
That's awesome.
And then, how has the pandemic affected your business?
Okay, affected our business. So I think it has affected it from a, you know, I guess, team environment, being in the office together. You know, we've come back to my office, but I would say at the beginning the biggest hurdle or struggle was mobilizing to, you know, be outside of the office and be at home. Luckily, our organization did a really good job of mobilizing everybody to be remote in a very, very quick period of time. You know, that's, I think, the value of being with us, because our technology is, you know, moving very fast, and we can you know, handle these major catastrophes, right? So the biggest challenge was, you know, finding our groove with, you know, working from home, and how do I hold my team accountable in these situations? How do we keep continuing to give the best level of service to our customers? And we did figure that out rather quickly. As a matter of fact, I think we performed maybe a little bit better at home than we did in the office, surprisingly. But that was probably the biggest challenge at first, was, you know, figuring out the team and the flow, and you know, how do we make this thing work?
Yeah. And so, speaking of team, how big is your team?
So I'm actually growing. I've been growing my team recently, but right now in the office we have 3.5, and I'm bringing on 2 more. So we will have 5.5 team members working in the office, and that ranges from customer service all the way to sales and like new acquisition sales. So
awesome. So are those positions already filled, or are you looking to fill them still?
They are full, and I'm sure, but I'm sure in the future I will be looking for more. Hopefully.
Okay. Good. So I have a really serious question for you.
Okay.
Do you know Jake from State Farm?
I do not personally know him, but I'm hoping to meet him in the near future. He seems like a really cool guy, and you know, he's a great brand ambassador for the company.
Yeah, we love him. And so typically you see State Farm representatives wearing red, and I noticed you're not wearing red today.
Man, I you know, it was a bad laundry day, so I had to go with the pink. It was the closest one that I had.
Okay, we'll let that slide. So after the Super Bowl commercial with Drake from State Farm, did you see any increase in your business?
Well, that's a great question. I did notice a increase in online activity, so I wouldn't be surprised if the commercial increased our online traffic a little bit. It definitely was a hit, and it continued to play the commercials. So had a lot of big names in there, right?
Yeah.
We got a couple quarterbacks, and Drake from State Farm and Jake from State Farm. So yeah, I don't have any data to relate to that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reason for increased online traffic.
Yeah. So I was wondering, I mean, you're a young guy.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give to someone who's also younger and looking to get into the insurance industry? And also, we see that there are lots of opportunities to start, and I don't know if it's called a franchise or what, but can you kind of expand on that? Like, how would a young person or anyone really get started and have their own location?
So the route that I took with opening up my own office was to join the State Farm Agent Aspirant Program, which helps develop people to open up their own office someday. I think that's an awesome route. I think learning how to become a great leader in any industry can help you become a State Farm agent or any kind of insurance agent. So leadership is very important. I would say definitely build up your leadership skills, whether it's through an aspirant program or through another industry. Building relationship skills, sales skills. These are definitely all things that need to be done. And also, learning how to deal with adversity. You're gonna definitely have some challenges along the way, and I think that learning from those challenges, mistakes you make, before you get in there, can definitely be helpful when you actually get running in the industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then when you drove up to our building today, I saw your Jeep. It's really loud.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna miss you.
Exactly.
So, do you have any other marketing tactics that you've been using? I know that you mentioned a billboard before. What else do you do to get your name out there?
Okay, that's an awesome question. So the Jeep actually, when I first did it, I just did it as a branding thing. I didn't realize how much business it actually would bring, but it has actually brought some really good accounts to me, and great customers. I also do a lot of online branding, SEO wise, and also paid search. I do a lot of policy reviews with existing customers to learn more about what's going on in their life and what adjustments we need to make. And then of course referrals, right? That's a big piece of it. Direct mail, a little bit of direct mail, sending it directly to the consumer at their home. And also just trying to win back those good customers you may have lost over the years. They may have an issue where they're no longer eligible with us, but they really liked being with us, and we get to bring them back later on. Or they had a pricing issue where they left, and then we could bring them back. So we have those avenues to work with.
People think of State Farm and they think of automobile insurance, but y'all have a lot more than that, right?
Absolutely.
So what else do y'all offer?
Okay, yeah. So we offer auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, business insurance, and life and health products. And we also, believe it or not, I mentioned business insurance, but also commercial auto insurance. So a lot of people see us for our personal business, but we also do very well in business insurance as well. And my team and I are very well versed. So if you need a quote, give us a call.
Yeah. What about pet insurance?
Pet insurance, yes. Actually, we just partnered with a company to offer pet insurance to consumers. So yes, we do pet insurance.
Awesome. So insurance is not that sexy, but it's something that we all need. We all should have.
Absolutely.
But what is something or someone that you've insured that was really weird or funny, something that was kind of unexpected?
Okay, so one thing that I would say, that I guess I would say is kind of sexy with regards to the insurance industry is, at times we get to insure exotic cars. So you're dealing with somebody with a Ferrari or a Maserati, and I'm a car guy, so that is very exciting to be able to help them make sure that that $250,000 car is well protected, and making sure they're not with a cut rate insurance company that's not going to protect them when they need us.
Yeah. And do you like ask them like, hey, like I have to take
it for
your
a ride.
car for a test drive just to make sure before I insure?
I've actually made friends with some of those people or built great relationships with them, and they have let me drive a Maserati before. So yeah, that was very
nice.
exciting. Yeah.
And do you have any last words that you want to tell our viewers, advice, anything that you want to share with them?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, so if you ever have a question about getting into the insurance industry or interested in becoming an agent, or even if it's not State Farm or intrigued by insurance, feel free to give me a call. Also, if you're looking to insure your business or your personal property, feel free to give me a call as well. We'd love to help. Or if you just have any questions and you don't necessarily need a quote, but just have a question about your current policies, my team and I would love to help you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Eric, for being here. And for everybody that's watching, we're going to drop his information down below. And so you'll be able to reach out to him and look a little bit more into how he can help you get insured. Thank you.
Thank you.
So first you're going to open a browser and go to YouTube. You should have already created a YouTube channel by this point. And you will go into manage videos, and then you will see to upload your video. It will open up a box where you can select the files from your browser, and you would just find the video on your desktop that you want to be uploaded. Then while it's uploading in the background, it allows you to create your title, which goes up to 100 characters. So it can be a very descriptive title. And your description tells more about what your video content is so people can find you. And that allows for up to 5,000 characters. So you can be extremely descriptive on what your video is about. The thumbnail sometimes automatically populates and sometimes it doesn't, and you kind of just have to wait for it to finish processing to see if it will automatically populate. But if not, if you wanted to choose one, you could, but if not and you create your own custom thumbnail, then you just go and select it there, and then that'll be the thumbnail for your video. If you have playlists, this is where you would select a playlist. Here I am showing you how to actually create a new playlist if you want to group all of your videos together. You want to select if it's made for kids or if it's not made for kids. Basically, if you're not creating kid content videos, you're going to say no. And then you have the option for more options like paid promotion. You can say that my video contains paid promotion. You can put tags in your video, and as well as another way to describe it, you have your languages and your subtitles, closed caption. You do have licensing and distribution, and comments and ratings, so you can actually customize more of your video on these settings and really make it a good viewer experience. And so I'm going to next, which is adding an element to your video. And you can add an end screen which shows other videos that you will have. This is not available since we just started our channel. It wasn't available at first, but as we've grown and had more videos, this option opened up. I chose not to use it at this point. This is the cards. This is really cool that you can go in and add cards and connect them to other videos. And again, this comes into play. This option is available once you have more videos to connect to. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You just go to the point in the video, add the card, and then connect it, link it to the video that you want.
So those are the 2 video elements that it allows you to add. Then you check it to make sure you don't have any copyright issues. How do you want to publish it? I chose not to go public with this because this is just for this sample. And voila, your video is live. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Till next time, that's all, y'all.